Mumbo Jumbo is Minecraft's most famous redstone builder, but are his builds actually hard? And could your average player even do these? So I went out and grabbed a list of some of the craziest redstone builds he's ever made in order to build them into a single base. For example, this is a video of Mumbo doing redstone the way Mojang intended it, and then switching it around and doing it the Mumbo way. Take a look.
And then if we place a piston down here, that will extend something across, and then maybe something like that.
How did you just whip that together so quick?
So Mumbo's first build is this really interesting redstone torch key activated door. What we're gonna try to do is use all these builds inside of one single base, which will take place on this beautiful private island. Well, it's actually like 4 blocks. It's not exactly an island. Okay, well, I made a wall, and that's a good start. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to build this thing right now and see if it's hard. Now, Mumbo's first build tries to take one of the most simple doors and make it extremely complicated for literally no reason, except it makes it a little bit more secret. And after a lot of work, I was able to get it working. And guys, take a look at this. If I put a redstone torch down, it opens up the door, breaks the torch, and the same thing if you place it down again, it'll close the door up. For our Mumbo Jumbo house, I've decided to turn that into a secret chest room. So take a look at this. If I walk over here and place on the torch, that opens it up, gives you the chest. You can access that chest and then close it up like that. Ain't nobody gonna find that chest. Some of the things Mumbo does, I feel like are just ridiculous. This is like a crazy, insane redstone clock he's improving.
Just a bunch of observers in a little circle running an update through one another. As you can see here, the timings are exactly the same.
So basically, he took this little redstone repeater here and turned it into I think actually a simpler version, which is very un-Mumbo-like in my opinion. So for this one, we need a location to put this clock and actually a use for it as well. It seems like the arrows just point into each other. Like, I think that's it. Why is that longer? That isn't, how's that 4? I made it 4, oops. After slaving over this build for at least 35 seconds, I realized that I just made the whole thing backwards. So I redid it, now it works functionally, and now we can make something with this repeater. I don't actually have a use for it yet. Lights. There's the simple design for us, folks. Take a look, let's do this. There we go. This becomes our brand new roof light. So our base is coming together. Let's put a roof on and see how this thing looks. Why is it moving so fast? It like sped up.
Why is this one double speed?
Oh, okay. Well, somehow we made haunted horror flicking lights. I don't know why mine are like reversed and like super fast, but I actually think this looks cooler because you could use this like a creepy hallway. So 2 of Mumbo's hacks have come together and made this base weird.
So the heart of this redstone build is going to be a cobblestone generator. So I believe we need 2 bits of water on this side and 2 bits of lava on this side, and hopefully they should flow across. And yes, we have got ourselves some cobblestone. So obviously we are going to add in a few extra circuits so that there is
Oh no, this was gonna be so hard to make. The flickering light looks cool. I'm gonna try the door right here. Now at this point I realized the whole thing was built on water, and this is one of the worst things you could ever do on redstone. So to be honest with you, we're not in a good position. Okay, to make my life easier, I made a bridge so that I can build this inside of the mountain here. So I also have a big bridge that connects over to this, and now we can build this, maybe. I mean, honestly, this doesn't seem terrible yet. Could be. It will be, but it's not yet terrible. Problem is, like, I don't know what directions, like I don't know what anything is, so this might be starting too high. I'm not really sure. It's difficult, sure, but we're just making a redstone clock monostable circuit, obviously, guys. I mean, come on, for real, this is simple stuff. See? That's it. The problem is we are obviously going to be making this out of cobblestone because pretty sure the wood would burn down. So maybe just a quick little refresh here of new material. That might help us a little bit. We wanted to mix right on top of that. Okay. Hey, that's good. That's good. All right, let's put this thing back here and see what happens. Oh, okay, well, that's not good. That's not good. I don't know why mine, like, destroyed the lava. Did I build my lava wrong? I think lava's on the inside, maybe.
Oh, no, my redstone.
Okay, lesson learned. Make your glass wall too high. That's a painful memory right there. Nope. Okay, so the problem is his water actually flowed into a hole here. No, not like that. So the water flows into a hole, then the lava goes here, then it should make up, there it is. Now let's turn the sucker back online. We got it, it's working. Now that's supposed to be a regular piston, not a sticky piston, but that's okay. That's the limit. Okay, I'll tell you what, sometimes I look at Mumbo's builds and I go, there's just no way. All right, there's no way. But this one is one that I actually feel like we're gonna probably be able to pull off. So upstairs is where you're gonna be able to walk through. So take a look, let's make a staircase.
This is gonna be a big staircase.
I mean, if you didn't have to listen to that machine working 24/7, this would sure be a lot better, wouldn't it? Like, that is gonna be annoying. The way ours is gonna work is gonna be a little bit different than Mumbo's. If you guys didn't know this, end crystals actually blow up anything above them. So if I were to put an end crystal right here and break it, watch this. That only breaks the stone, and it should extend back up. So here's what we could do. You could put your trusty end crystal right there. And then as we walk up our staircase, instead of using TNT, all we gotta do is break this. Oh, it's gonna bump you off the edge. Now I think we've done it. So if you break this, hopefully it's not gonna knock you off the edge. Break it, walk through, boom, there you go, and then you can make it into the next door. Now that is definitely one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why anyone would ever really want anything like that.
But it works.
And it honestly doesn't even look too bad. So let's get our endstone, or this thing. Yeah, that's actually sick. You're gonna like that. You just gotta make sure it doesn't get pushed up. If it gets pushed up, it's gonna break some more stuff. Now at this point in my redstone journey, we have created a haunted house on accident with a secret chest room that literally stores nothing into a staircase that just serves no purpose. But we're doing it, guys, and that's what matters. Let's try some more.
If this works, I will be in shock, okay? Because it's so simple. It just involves 3 things. So we've got a little detector rail on the inside. Now let's see what happens here. It actually works.
Wow. So Mumbo Jumbo's hitting us with something that I have no idea what you'd use it for, but I feel like there's like some business reason you would ever want this. This hopper is going to soak the items up, and then the dropper is going to give them back. So I put this here with a hopper connected to it. If the minecart drives over this, it's going to deposit an item while also removing an item. To make it work though, we have to put a detector rail right on top of it and then get this rail going like so. So take a look. This is so weird. I don't know why anyone would ever need this. I filled this dropper up with a whole bunch of random items. And now what we're gonna do is drive this minecart over top of it. We're gonna start it with 1 item on the inside, and it'll just be a single block of redstone, I think. Is that what we need? Single block of redstones in this cart. Now I'm gonna push it this way, and I'm gonna see if that worked and if that just loaded up with something new. Come here. I can't even see. Look at that. Okay. It just changed from wood to a jungle sapling, and now it's a jungle sapling. When it goes over this, it's gonna drop it off and soak up the new item, which is a birch log. Now you can't go backwards, I don't think, or it's going to mess it up. Yeah, it's gonna give you 2 if you go backwards. Now I have no idea what you could use this for, but that's a really cool system because it's super simple to make, takes up almost no space.
If you try and take that diamond block, instantly this happens. We can actually detect that, and then we can trigger an event. And that event looks something a little bit like this.
Mumbo Jumbo's next build is one of my favorites because I love traps. We just released a mega video that included every trap video we've ever made. It's almost an hour long. This one is on a whole nother level. The problem here is that he doesn't really show us how it's done. So we're going to try our best to recreate it looking at the shots that we have. I don't know if we can do it, but what I do know is ours will look a little better because we're using prismarine and diamond. And maybe we'll put it off to the side a little bit here. We'll kind of bring the road over and we'll plop it down right in the center. This actually doesn't look better. So the only thing I know for sure is that it looks like this has a piston right on top of it right here. This piston should look straight down. And when you break this block right here, it's going to push the fence and the block down, which gives it space to move. And then there's a redstone signal being picked up somehow by this observer, which seems to be facing it on the ground. I have a single shot to figure this one out. Now there's light blue wool on top of it. And normally Mumbo uses wool to signify redstone. So there's probably redstone here. I don't know why. And there's some sort of an observer that's facing this one located. Okay, well, guess we gotta fill this in. So I think it's located like that, and then we've got another piston, and it gets really weird, and it looks like it's facing this way against some sort of a redstone block, and I don't particularly know what that's gonna do. Oh, it seems like it's actually facing this way. Could be a torch on it. He always puts some sort of redstone on these. Maybe there's a redstone torch on the side of this, and maybe that torch is what activates this when you break it, and then when you activate this, this is activated, which activates that, which means maybe we need a block under here to signal that and travel. Let's try it.
Dang it!
Thought I had a breakthrough. What is on the other side of this build, Mumbo? 15 minutes have passed, and I've only been able to look at this one single shot right here. We can see there's a piston going down, some sort of a wall block here, a piston here, and an observer here, which we've realized is facing away from us. But what goes on this side is yet to be determined. That is the tricky part. You can see there was a redstone block there that was recently broke with it in his hand, but what goes on the other side? One guess I have is that maybe. Problem is though, when that goes down, it's not seeming to activate this one over and over again. I mean, what is this signal pointing towards? Like
there's nothing under it.
Dang, this is the one that I really want to build, and I have no idea what to do. Like with the shot we're working with off of it, it's really difficult because I don't know what I'm doing. Somehow breaking this allows this to push down, which means you would think this would need to be powered. Once I break it, that doesn't even work now. How's that? What? Okay, wow, now we're getting really confusing. That doesn't even make sense to me. After 25 minutes of gruelingly trying to copy that one scene, this build had defeated us. But it doesn't mean it's over because there's many more Mumbo Jumbo builds to add to our base. Now in this video, Mumbo is upgrading a Minecraft village. And one of the ideas he came up with was this insane villager zombie conversion chamber. So it's basically a glass room inside of a mountain, which uses some very simple redstone to automatically convert the villagers back into villagers from zombies. Villagers stand inside, you push levers, it opens up trapdoors to feed them and all kinds of other stuff. So next to our monument of failure, in fact, let's go back to our actual house here. We're gonna build it over here in the corner, and it starts with a little bit of glass to make like a chamber to look in and see the zombies. Actually, this should become our conversion room. This is perfect. It's already creepy. See, that actually looks creepy. I really feel like I outdid myself with those lights. That was a serious accident. Now, we don't want the zombies to see light, so what we're gonna do is just actually add a little bit of a door here, and then we'll make all of this glass so that we can see them once they get inside, and it makes it very spooky the way this thing has been designed. Even better if you hide the lights and you just see the flickering like that. Like, that's a whole vibe right there. So then what we can do is take a trap door, Mumbo put a lever down, and then I think that's probably the best way to do it. So when you open this is where you can feed them your golden apple. We'll put a door over here so that you can also access the chamber. And we'll do the same thing with the same color up top. You got your door, you got your lever. And then you just need some I believe it's weakness potions. So you can load some up over here in the corner, leave, lock them in so they can't get out. I don't think there's a way to easily access it, so we'll just do a quick little, nope. I guess we'll put it on the other side. This is actually kind of a fire design. So we put a button there. That'll fire your potion out there, automatically cure these bad boys, open this to feed them the golden apple, and then you've got your access chamber and of course the creepy haunting lights right above it to make it even more spooky. So that, I plan to make a base, all right? But then you guys also have to remember that in this corner, we've also got our secret little door, which gives us your chest, and I don't know what you could keep in there, but it's pretty sweet.
And throw it through the system. Hopefully, he will open the gate for us, right? It didn't quite reach him. There we go. Hey!
What? Mumbo made a gate into your door, into your base, whatever it is, and it uses a villager to open the gate for you. This is actually one of the simplest and smartest builds I've seen. He doesn't show you how to make it, but I think it's easy enough to figure out. Maybe what we'll do is make the gate right here to access this chamber here. So all you need to do is put down some sticky pistons, and I think what we can do is put some spruce fences on top of it. Problem is, we've got water under this, so I've got to go underground. That's going to be a pain, but it's going to be worth it. So this is where our boy's gonna live. This is where the gatekeeper is gonna live. I could see people really doing this in their bases. Underneath him, there's actually gonna be a hopper, and that hopper is going to give off, I believe, the redstone signal, which should open it up. So basically, we need it so that when you throw a potato, that gives off a signal, all right? So what you could do is maybe put a chest here, have the hopper connect to the chest. So the hopper connects to the chest, and then I think all you need to do is put in a comparator, and that comparator might read a signal that there's an item that's been placed in there. I need to drain this water, so... I drained the entire ocean. That's weird. We just did drain the ocean. That's okay though. I think what we want to do is have this soak up the item and then take it. And I don't know if this is right, but I'd actually bring it down into another chest. And then from this chest, I would have a comparator, which should detect if there's an item in here. Maybe the other way. Boom. So that should detect when there's an item that's been placed.
And then
we would add another hopper that actually would connect to the final chest that would be down here. So if I did this right, items would be able to be thrown in, like this block of redstone, that would pass through. Once it hits here, I would hope it would give off a signal, which it doesn't seem like it did. Nothing's even going in here. Okay, so my idea of going down here won't work, but we could just use that. Okay, there we go. So it's gonna be maybe a little bit less clean than I'd hoped, but once there's an item in here, that gives off a redstone signal, and then we just need to put down a redstone repeater right after this, which will extend our signal out a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. So actually, that's not too bad. Then we just have to power these bad boys with our redstone signal,
which is actually kind of hard.
They are above us, and I'm not sure the best way to power it when they're above. That don't work. That do though. All right, almost got this thing built. Last thing I have to do is just build a quick, simple redstone inverter, which we will place right here. And I'm pretty sure I didn't make this as simple as it could be, but it should still work. There we go. So I took the redstone, I made a redstone inverter that powers these, connected this up to a hopper that's connected to a redstone comparator. So when I throw food in, or any item actually, it doesn't have to be just food, that should power this whole thing up and open the gates. Let me put our little villager inside. We're gonna throw one potato. Crap, that didn't work. I think we actually need a slab there. There we go. Okay, so we'll throw the potato in. It's got to go all the way in though. That opens it.
But it doesn't open it all the way.
I accidentally made it so it's a little bit too tall. Crap, hold on. There we go. Okay, so now it actually works. Let me just clean up the base because it looks really nasty right now. So you've got your two gates, you've got your sticky pistons, your villager is guarding the door, you throw in your potato and feed him. That opens the gate and then you can walk through. It's honestly not bad. Now the way I set it up is all you gotta do then is take your potato out of the chest and the gates will go back up. But that is actually one of the funniest things ever. You could also even turn this into a key where it's only gonna work if one specific item is dropped through by using the hopper. So this one's like kind of easy. I actually figured it out myself, which I'm proud of. And it's kind of sweet. Takes you out into your villager chamber with your secret door, which now is covered up by stairs. So it's not gonna work anymore.
But it works great.
You might wanna make that a little bit taller to walk through easier and then take it out and you're good to go. I'll tell you what, you figure out one of those and it really boosts your morale. You start feeling like crap when you make this, then it all comes back. Are these builds worth it? Was the pain that I went through to build and learn and research these builds worth the outcome? And I think it depends. Some of them, like this village gatekeeper, are ingenious and absolutely worth your time, but some of them are so complicated it might take you a couple of hours to actually figure out how they work. At the end of the day though, I think redstone is one of the most important things in Minecraft. I think you should try it. I think you should use it. And I think Mumbo Jumbo is still the king. If you guys enjoyed this, please consider subscribing to my channel and also click here to watch another video testing crazy redstone hacks. Peace.